What's going on, y'all? It's Corey Mullen, the Fresh Pedestrian, bringing you today a rundown of these customized question mids. You will never see anything like these, ever. So I'm gonna give you a breakdown of really what made every single panel on these the way they are. The suede, the leather, the glitter, the colorways, the history behind the reasons, and really just stay tuned and you'll be able to see the hype behind the kicks. So first off, I want to give a big shout out to Reebok and the ShoeSurgeon for making this all possible. They were the ones who was able to get this to me to make this custom. But let's just go right into it. These things are like so sick. So let's really break these shoes down so you know what's really going on with these sneakers. So of course, you know, rookie year, 96. Ooh, that was a very, very strong year for Allen Iverson. That year he hit 50 points. Let's see, who was that against? I believe that was the Cavaliers that year. So that's really what kind of kept this in the same color orientation. But really what I want to say is I had to go with the double cross because that was a big highlight for Iverson coming into the league, you know, as a, you know, Bubba Chuck, you know, the guy who was so short, you know, they thought he was not supposed to be in the league going against these guys, and he was showed and proved. Generally, I kept the same idea when it came to this. So the biggest thing I want to point out from the first shoe I started off with, these shoes are really a highlight of him being with the 76ers altogether. Generally, my biggest memory of Allen Iverson was when he played that 2000-2001 playoff. That whole year was iconic. If y'all remember it, he went up against really the greats, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. I remember that year the Bucks was a hard team to go against, and they definitely took them down. Even when they got to the finals, of course they didn't make it to win the championships, but just them going to the finals was a message, really saying that no matter how small you think I am, no matter how, you know, big you think my dreams are, even if you think it's impossible, it's possible. And that year, 2001 playoffs, they showed that. Generally, this is the same color jersey he wore in that game against the Lakers when he crossed up Tyronn Lue and had to step over him. And that's why this was my highlight. I had to call these the step overs. Cause you know, that meme that it's everywhere. So for me, that was a highlight, you know, just going against Kobe, and just really just having a good time out there. Like, he really showed himself. And that year was his MVP year. Believe it or not, it was his MVP year. And that's what really crafted the making of this shoe. You know, this 76ers vibe. You got the symbol generally going across with the blue highlights. Not to mention the all-star jersey kind of colorway. I think that was 2001, and then later 2002 he wore number 6 in commemoration to Julius Erving. But that was my favorite all-star game. 2001. They had Vince Carter. I remember he crossed up Kobe Bryant and did that 360 windmill. Oh my gosh. Anyways, This is really just a commemoration to him playing with the 76ers. So you got the away jerseys, you got the home jerseys. You still have the same alternative blue jersey, alternative red jersey kind of feel to it. Let's see what else. But yeah, had to keep the red toe on these. It was just clean. It was just clean. But moving on to these other ones, let me set this down here. These were a bit of a hassle for me, only because I wanted to incorporate so many things into this sneaker, but I didn't want to go overboard. So I kept it with the solid teams he played for. So starting off, of course, you have the Denver Nuggets throwback, rainbow in the logo, Detroit Pistons. The blue and yellow really tied it together for me. Not to mention, I try to have like a all-star, what was that, 2004 kind of feel. It was like blue, white, red. Nothing too over the top. Didn't want to keep it subtle. But the blue and yellow really tied together to me. This was my first time doing any kind of leather pattern, and this came together so precise. It really shocked me. But also to tie into the colorway of everything, the black and blue for me was really based off of the 60-point game he gave to Orlando, 2005. Fun fact, Iverson hit 60 points that game. And generally, this is like every team he played for. So moving over to this side, fun fact, Iverson did play in Euro sports. This is Besiktas Kolaturka. I want to say he played for a year over there on the Turkey League, number 4. Iverson played, Turkey basketball. Fun fact. So generally, this was like a compilation of his alternative teams. Not to mention, what was that? When he did get to play in the West All-Star game, he got to actually play against Jordan again. And that was Jordan's last year, if I'm not mistaken. He played as a Wizard. And that's another reason why I had to keep the double cross in the toe, because if I'm not mistaken, he crossed him up again, and I couldn't leave that out. So generally, that's what brought these shoes together, the colorways. I tried to keep it uniform, so I kept the black laces in them. Didn't want to go too off the grid with it. But at the same time, I know every year Iverson makes his shoes based off of where the All-Star game is, and this year it's in Chicago. So I generally wanted to keep the shoes in a red, white, blue, red, white, black kind of colorway without really going too over the top, because I wanted it to be two different shoes. So I mean, in a nutshell, that's the sneakers, man. Like working on these shoes was awesome. Like probably one of the best customs I've ever done, given the time, because I was working still 30 plus hours every week, so I didn't really have time to come home and jump on these shoes the way I wanted to. But altogether, these shoes really came out great. Like I really like these. Like I don't think I would wear these too much, because I would want to just put them in a frame or something. Like, yo, MVPs. These are the Iversons, rookie of the years, 60-point gamer. I mean, there's so many things behind these shoes, but Iverson is like the guy who could never be put down. The guy who could always stand against the odds, succeed against the odds. They always looked at him as the little guy, 6 foot, skinny. One thing I loved about Iverson was, no matter how many injuries he had, you can put him down, you can kick him, break his fingers, he in that game. He gonna be in that game. And he gonna try to win as much as he can. So one team I did sadly get to leave out was the Denver Nuggets. I wish I could have put them up there, but I do chalk it up to the, you know, light blue soul. Maybe that can represent the no, I'm lying. The Grizzlies. The Grizzlies. Maybe that can save the Grizzlies. I saved the soul for the reign of the Grizzlies when he played for them. What was that 2009? I think I was still in high school, graduating that year. But yeah, these shoes definitely did it. Another big shout out to Reebok, the ShoeSurgeon. Big thanks for the opportunity to work on these shoes. Definitely hit me up on Instagram. Of course, it's just my name, @FreshPedestrian. Fresh and the word pedestrian, like pedestrian crossing. I'm always out here every day putting on something fresh. So I hope y'all like the video. If you do, like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me what you think about the shoes. Tell me what you think overall about, you know, this whole journey, because I've been posting a lot of this. So let me know how you feel. And thank you for watching.